r/AskReddit. What screams I'm very insecure? This is a smiling Kanye. It only appears once every 20,000 Kanye pics, very rare Kanye. Like in 5 seconds or bad luck. I used to be very insecure, so I'll go from my own experience. Lying about something to seem cool. It's very obviously a signal of insecurity because they don't like who they are now. I used to be this way. I got it from my mother. It evolved into pathological lying, where I would get so invested in a lie that I would eventually end up believing it and it would become my reality. In hindsight, that crap is horrifying. It's a serious mental disorder. A decade of therapy later, I snapped out of it and realized that I was acting like a ducking wet wipe on a regular basis and cut that crap out. I guess I got lucky then. I used to be super insecure, mostly about my weight and physical appearance, everything, and I used to lie about the stupidest crap. I was pretty insular too, content with gaming and having a very small amount of friends, or none, sometimes. Then I realized, despite everything that happened to me, I turned out pretty good and I shouldn't give a duck about other people's opinions unless they're doing their best to look out for me. My best friend has my best interests at heart and she doesn't sugarcoat crap. So now, I'm all about honesty, even if it hurts myself or others, because it'd hurt more if the lie got found out. One-upping people constantly in conversations. Or bragging about how much better you can do something than others can. Which is a much better comment than yours was. My school is full of kids who one-up each other on how little sleep they get. Trying to dominate conversations, not to be confused with just being a charismatic person. I know a guy who will talk forever, on and on about something that may or may not be interesting to anyone but him in the first place. If anyone has something else to say that leads to a small tangent or participation of other people in the room, he becomes visibly annoyed and will bring it back with an anyway at the earliest opportunity and continue ranting. I don't like him. Edit. A lot of people are saying that they feel like they are this person. Just to clarify, it's not just the fact that he talks a lot and tends to be ranty that annoys me. Some people just have very active brains, and sort of runaway thought patterns if you will, and I get that. It's the fact that he seems offended that anyone would dare steal his conversation spotlight and want to participate that screams insecurity. Just not shutting up about yourself. Constantly lifting yourself up and comparing yourself to others, while pushing them down. Also, constantly putting yourself down and comparing yourself to others. I didn't ask to be called out this loudly. Opening parenthesis. People who always have to one-up you in everything. If you tell a story they have a better one, if you buy something expensive they have to be something even more expensive. Some people's whole life is trying to win some non-existent competition. Oh, you went to Tenerife? Well, I went to Elevenerife. You got cholera? Well, I got Yersinia pestis. Being unnecessarily mean-spirited to people. Had a guy threatening to kick the crap out of me if I told anyone he was dyslexic. Guy spelled things out for you, fair play. All those people who post on Facebook those quotes that are like, "Don't worry about those who talk behind your back, they're behind you for a reason." Or they tag themselves into any and every place including the docks, hospital, somewhere personal. Then when someone asks if they're okay they reply with, "Don't ask hun zoxox." So basically, people who live their lives through very active social medias. I suppose I am trying to say. I've always thought the hospital thing especially weird. Also weird, I have symptom of something which may require an or urgent care visit. What should I do? Maybe go to the or urgent care? These are people with health insurance, mind you. I can see posting to see if anyone else has had X symptom or condition. Or what questions to ask your doctor. People who feel the need to judge everyone in a negative light and who only want to see the worst in others so they can feel better about themselves. It just shows how unhappy they truly are. Ironically, people like this also feel like they are judged unfairly and constantly by the world. My ex-fiancé was like that. Homie could make anything bad about how the world is out to get him. I get robbed at knife point and it's about how he was late to work because I couldn't come pick him up fast enough. So clearly the world hates him. Duck that guy. Bragging about things not even in your control, like your parents' wealth. Man, I brag about my depression all the time. I had a friend recently brag that she got diagnosed with PTSD from her childhood. The more you talk about how good you are in bed and how many women you've ducked, the less I believe you. I am terrible in bed and have ducked a grand total of 0 women. Wow, you must be a sex god. BF. Alright, I am going to work, babe. GF. You better not be ducking with beaches at work. That's like screaming I am the one cheating. Scene. Gets a notification on phone. XGF. Who's chatting to you now? Me. It's a game notification. Me. Goes to shower. Me. Comes back to find GF going through every message, email and WhatsApp. Does that scream I'm insecure? Edit 1. Thanks for the responses. I got out of that relationship last year and I'm dating someone of a far better mind and someone who trusts me. Edit 2. I coded my phone, she figured it out, then I used my fingerprint. Edit 3. My ex was very insecure and would often follow and check my every move. Greater than does that scream I'm insecure? Among other things. Like possibly sadistic, or maybe the common description of crazy that one is advised not to stick their pepe in. Incapable of self-reflection. Because they're vampires? Because they forgot to install the bathroom mirror? Banning Winnie the Pooh because someone said you looked like him. My first thought. As an insecure person, I find it hard to look people in the eyes. I also find it hard to tell any stories about myself, because I'm afraid people will think I'm lying, or that I won't be part of the group because of personal differences. I always think everyone is better than me. I can see all the good in everybody, but I know that they see all the bad in me. Insecure people stand in the corner and don't join the group. I feel you, friend. There's something about eye contact and conversing where if I am saying something ill worry shoot, do they think I am lying? Wait, what if I am lying? And then obsess over the criteria that meets the situation. Example. I love cookies. But wait, do I like cookies more than other people? I don't eat them that often, so can I really say I love them? A silly little example, but my ability to rationalize needs a little help. When you're reading an AskReddit thread, to make sure you're not making it too obvious. Just calling me out, huh? We were all personally attacked on this glorious day. I've found that a lot of people on Twitter that feel the need to post about how great of a person they are and they have nothing but good intentions are usually the most toxic people I've seen. It's like they're trying to convince themselves. I also notice that the things they write about themselves are the kind of things you should let other people say about you. It's just tacky. I'm way too humble to ever do anything like that. This is a self-roast, but I think I degrade myself just to hear others deny it. Is that insecure? I do this and I definitely think it comes from a desire to get ahead of it, like, if I put myself down first, then how badly can it hurt if someone agrees? It's created a cycle of almost compulsive negative self-talk that I am trying to deprogram.